Going live. You're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago and today I'm gonna be testing Flight Simulator 2020 once again. It got recently, a couple of weeks ago, I think, a patch that increases performance according to all of you. So I wanted to give it another shot. It's my favorite game from 2020, so I'm super happy to give it another shot. The developer said that there's a huge performance increase and a huge stuttering decrease, so less stutters. Still no DX12, which disappoints me. Come on, Asobo Studios, DX12 please. It also released on Xbox Series X and Series S, so that's probably why it runs better now. They optimized for the consoles, made it run better, I guess. So thanks to Microsoft for providing a copy of the game. They gave me a copy like a year ago, so thanks to them. So is 4 cores 4 threads CPU good now? I do not know, we're about to find out. But I'm still disappointed again that there is no DX12 as of yet, but that should improve CPU performance significantly, so let's get started. Let's do medium settings first on the 1050 Ti, which was my best settings for last time. So yeah, everything on medium, as you can see. I'm going to try and record what I'm doing. So let me know if the stream freezes when I'm doing this. Hopefully I don't kill my computer. So here we go. Start recording. Please don't crash live stream. So everything on medium, as you can probably notice. Great. Also, they improved the loading times apparently, so that's also great. And as you can see now, the interface is controllable with a controller better than before. So we're going to go for the same as always. We go to New York from LaGuardia. So this is Apache, and the destination is the Statue of Liberty. So let's go, let's fly. Bam, let's go. 4 cores 8 threads always run this game well, but 4 cores 4 threads struggled hard time. Well, if you cap it at 30 frames, you were usually pretty good. So yeah, and the 6050 normal, that's coming tomorrow. I'm recording today, and tomorrow we're going to be uploading all the footage. So let's start. Something that I remember to you guys, this is a tiny plane. We're going to do a big plane after this. So usually the first time you launch the game, when you spin the camera around, you get stutters. Let's see if that still happens. Okay, happens, but significantly less apparent than before, so that's great, good. Definitely already an improvement from the very beginning. PC specs is all in the description, man. Also, I'm noticing that the controls for the controller, the preset to use the keys, are mapped better, at least in my opinion. Now to release the brake, you just need to press left on the D-pad. It used to be Y and B at the same time. What is the GPU equivalent of Xbox Series S? That's a hard one to tell. I would say it's similar to a 2060. Maybe, I don't know, it depends on the game really. Pretty difficult to do comparison. So yeah, fly bird fly, hell yeah. So far so good. We're going to be close to the entire New York City because you got Central Park. There's a lot of detail there. There's also, guys, I forgot to mention, photogrammetry is enabled, so we get the best assets in the game. Is it playable? Yeah, of course, man. It's always been, but you needed to do some tweaks here and there. So yeah, let's see. Let's look at some foliage. There we go. Some stutters there, but nothing bad. Yeah, it's doing better so far. Way less noticeable stutter, without a doubt. So yeah. Does the 950 run this well on this game? Yeah, just lower those textures as low as you can, so you don't have any problems there. So yeah, we're going to New York at the moment, so hopefully we arrive there soon, so we can fly over Central Park. And I forgot the name of this other building, the Empire State Building. What's your internet speed? Pretty fast. Now it's 500 megabits per second download and 50 megabits per second upload, basically. Have you tried flying to your house? Yeah, I tried, but in my country the photogrammetry is pretty basic, so my house is not in the game. I'm so sad. I couldn't crash a plane in my house. But I could fly close, and it was interesting to see how the AI filled with content my neighborhood. Pretty random, actually. So yeah. Does this game use Google Maps? No, it uses Bing. But it uses also Azure AI, I think it was called. So yeah, it uses satellite data. As you can see, sometimes the satellite data is not great. Look at that bridge. As you can see, the bridge, the shadow behind it is like a flat surface. Well, that's something to do with the AI. Bridges are probably difficult to make. So we're close to New York. This should be one of the most demanding parts, at least in my testing, but so far it's been pretty smooth. No stutter. Will you try back for Blood Beta? Probably, yeah. Also, I forgot, guys, let's do first person. It's usually more taxing. Yeah, no stutter. What the hell? That's great. Super smooth. I'm pretty happy. I mean, the performance is pretty similar, but the stability is significantly better. We'll see. Whoa, there we go. Yeah, when grass is on screen, as you can see, a lot of foliage, not grass. This happens. So yeah, that's pretty tiny problem. I mean, not a huge deal. I'll be flying over it for a few seconds and it's fine. So yeah, very good, very good. It's definitely improved. I can tell you that for a fact now that I'm playing. I played this game pretty often back in 2020 because we couldn't go anywhere due to COVID. So yeah. So great. Wonderful. Don't go near the Twin Towers. No, no, I am not. I mean, I cannot go near them if they are not there. Whoa. Is this okay, or would you turn it down to low? No, this is fine. I mean, on low you wouldn't get 60 frames, so I'd rather have better visuals. Low looks significantly worse than medium. In this game I wouldn't push it below medium, really. The draw distance is dreadful on low. Xbox Series S experience on 1050 Ti. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Pretty interesting. I mean, imagine once we have a 3050 and 3050 Ti, we will be able to run this on high settings, probably, without a problem. So yeah, anyway, let's try a different plane now, guys. So we're going to the same place as before, but now we're using a bigger plane, and that is significantly more demanding, so keep that in mind. I'm doing fine, Kataki. What about you, man? Doing fine, thanks. World map. We're going to do the same conditions, but with a huge plane. So departure LaGuardia, and arrival Statue of Liberty, and we're using an Airbus, the airliners. Let's see which one is the best. Yeah, the Boeing 787. I think we're doing. Although, yeah, it goes slightly faster. Let's use the 747. Yeah, let's use the biggest plane. All right, let's fly. So yeah, this should be way more demanding. So we're probably going to drop below 30 with this plane. But I mean, you don't need a huge plane to enjoy this game. Yeah, the full fat plane. I never saw a bigger plane in my life. It has 5 floors. Alright, we're ready to fly. Okay, I have a huge plane now. Look at my huge plane. Let's roll around. Okay, very tiny stutters. Alright. So, release the parking brake. This is called the yerba mate. It's like a tea, but it's more like a South American thing. It's like drinking tea. Let's see, this is the moment of truth. If this plane stays in the air and we stay over 30 over New York, I mean, that's a huge win. Alright. Come on. Let's take off. Oh man, this is difficult. Yeah, this plane is so heavy. Come on. You can do this. Oh no. Okay. I think I got this. Are we? Are we okay? Landing gear up. Okay, landing gear up. Great. Great. Oh man, I don't want to screw this up. But this plane is so fast. Holy hell. On the other plane it took me like 10 minutes. And this took me like 2 seconds. Holy hell. That's a fast plane. Can you go into cockpit cam? Yeah, I know, I'm going to do it. Give me 1 second, I stabilize the plane. Once we are over the Central Park. Okay, yeah, over Central Park we'll still drop below 30, to be expected. Let's go into cockpit view. Okay, we'll look to the left. Oh man. Don't fall, please. I don't want to make my American viewers angry. Come on. So yeah, cockpit view appears to be fine. Let's put the plane pointing down. Hang on. Oh, I'm too high. Hang on. Holy shit. Holy ass. My bad. Holy, this plane is so fast. It's ridiculous. Okay. So let's look around. Yeah, it appears to be fine, even in cockpit view, which I'm pretty impressed about, actually. I mean, let's take a look. Yeah, I'm in assistance mode, that's why the plane flies itself. Yeah, I'm already past New York, hang on. Full flaps, oh yeah. My bad. I'm going on 400... At 400 knots, I'm going super fast. Holy hell. Wait. Let's turn around so I can use cockpit view. Come on. We got this. Don't crash, please. Oh, I screwed up. Oh well. Oh no. Okay. Hang on, I'm going to use the developer mode so I can so I can go back into the air. 1 second, guys. Best pilot ever, 11 out of 10. Okay. Yeah, I know, this is cheating, I know. F's in the chat for New York. Here, there we go, slew mode. There we go. So this allows us to control the plane in a different way. Okay, let's do it correctly. There we go, we're over New York. And as you can see, let's see cockpit view. Hang on, I have to drop the plane over New York. If not, that won't work. So we go very high into the air and we drop the plane. So that's what we're doing. Okay, there we go. Okay. So we're back into the air, guys. Good. Good. And now we are in cockpit mode. And as you can see, the cockpit super detailed. But we're going to look out of the window. So we put the plane all the way down. So we can see the entire city being drawn. Come on, plane. Yeah, even in cockpit view it appears to be fine. As you can see. Yeah, look at that. It's so much better. Guys, they fixed it. I mean, look at this. I'm looking at the city very close by. Even in cockpit view. And I'm dropping frames close to the Central Park, which is normal, it happens all the time on this GPU. So yeah, once you're very close to foliage, it kinda dies, but remember, we're using the biggest plane in the game. So, I mean, before swapping graphics cards, I'm going to show you my previous live stream testing this on December, I think it was. But yeah, it's so much better. It's ridiculously better. So yeah, definitely an improvement, without a doubt. I'm wondering what it will feel like being in this flight. Just don't. This flight shouldn't exist. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to comment on it. I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, keep the changes. It's not so CPU demanding as far as I can see. Yeah, it's a lot better. I'm super impressed. Oh, hang on, I can do 900p without dropping the resolution like that. Ah, no, whatever. Let's just fix the FPS counter so you guys can see. Here. Allow me 1 second, guys. Gotta fix this up. If not, you're not going to be able to read. You know, you gotta protect your eyes and all that good stuff. There we go. So now we're doing 900p and we're sticking to medium. Maybe we do high. I'm pretty confident on high settings, although it's going to probably take a restart. Also, guys, the game loads faster than before, which is a great plus if you ask me. Okay, so high settings now. The only thing I'm lowering is motion blur and the foliage. The foliage, I need to lower that. Yeah, gotta make sure that the GPU doesn't die. Grass and bushes on medium, probably low, and trees as well. You know, gotta keep tabs on the PC, protect your eyes from the sunlight. Yeah, I'm doing it with my eyebrow. Alright, so we start recording now. So 900p is what we're doing. Wish me luck, I'm going to need it. So 900p, again, high mode. But we lowered the trees and the grass to low because, you know, Central Park can be a pain. So hopefully this means 30 frames for us. So we go back and we restart the checkpoint. Again, the biggest plane. So this should be the most demanding thing. You drink Canaria Serena? Yes, Sebastian, yes, I do, mister. Happy to drink it. Okay, ready to fly. Okay, let's see the frame rate. Okay, it's stabilizing. I'm noticing also that level of detail. Oh, whoa, we're dropping. Yeah, maybe high is a little bit too much for 900p. I hear my computer just screaming, why you do this to me? My PC is now louder than the plane, probably. But yeah, when moving the camera, I'm dropping frames, so let's stick to medium. That's probably going to be a better bet. So yeah, no. High is too much. Let's see if we can fix that. Yeah, let's do a mix between medium and high, probably. So we'll lower those reflections. That's probably the reflections on the ambient occlusion and the shadows. The windshield effects, we don't care about those. Yeah, this should do. So medium to high. High, how's it going, guys? Long time no see. So let's see it now. Whoa! Yeah, it's loading the assets all over again. Hang on. That happens sometimes when you play with the presets while inside the game. Look at that CPU usage though when I do that. When I move the camera, the CPU just dies. My CPU becomes an Airbus 320 when I move the camera like that. Yeah, not sure what the difference is. Never mind. Let's keep it in a mix between medium and high. Maybe I'm reloading the game. Yeah, I think that reloading the game will be better, just to make sure that I'm not screwing anything up. But as you could see, when I flipped the camera around, the CPU spiked to 100%. So there was definitely something going on. So let's reload that. So La Guardia, where are you? Is it here? From La Guardia, all the way down there. To the Statue of Liberty. Oh my god, so much freedom. GPU 99%, scary mode on. Well, CPU at 100% is also scary mode on. At least for me. Hey buddy, man, this game in VR is to die for. I flew over Everest, mind blowing. Oh man, I'm so jealous. Imagine playing this in VR. Oh, holy hell. That will be amazing. Happy for you, man, that you can... Oh, I'm already in the air. Oh, great. Perfect. That's what I wanted. First time seeing Santiago's face. Well, welcome. Welcome to my face. Welcome. So great. I didn't remember that you could start in the air without taking off. My bad. So let's start recording. Here we go. So 900p. A mix between medium and high with grass and bushes on low. And the rest... It is like it is. So here we are in the air. Oh no, no plane, don't flip around, no! Why? Why did I do wrong? No! Is it Hudson River all over again? Okay. Alright. Perfect, let's take off from the water. Yeah, let's just take off from here. Hopefully... Yeah, no. Let's restart. I messed up. You know what the problem was? I thought that the right trigger was accelerating instead of A, so I was steering the plane to the right. Oh man. I love that. Hudson River, we have a problem. Okay, here we go. We go to the right. There we go. That's how you turn the plane. And as requested by you guys, we're going to first person mode in a second. Let me stabilize the plane first. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, flying over New York with a 747. Imagine the windows, by just the sound that this plane makes, the windows will shatter just by the sound alone. Okay, yeah, even in first person, guys, we're fine. I mean, look at this. Yeah, even in first person, we're good. In first person and with the entire cockpit view. Yeah, this is significantly better than before. The game is now actually way more playable. Hey, Empire State Building! I can imagine Nico Bellic jumping. I know, this is real New York, not Liberty City, but, you know. Manhattan. You need to fly over your house. Yeah, I will. Maybe at the end of the live stream, just for the laughs. Although in my country there's not great photogrammetry. So that's kinda effed up. So as you can see now, flying over Central Park is okay. We still drop below 30. But it's much more stable. So yeah, a mix between medium and high. You look like Sergio Busquets. I don't. Cayendo solcito a la cara. Sí, se siente bien. Es tipo, solcito invernal. So guys, the sun is now winter in my country. So having the sun in my face feels so good. That's why I left it like that. Also, it looks more stylish. I mean, look at that. Half my face is lit, and the other side isn't. So yeah, so far so good. No issues whatsoever on 900p. Just make sure to use a mix between medium and high to avoid those bigger drops. But overall, good stuff. Let me show you the settings once more so you can copy them if you care. So as you can see, some stuff is on high, some other stuff is on medium, and the grass and trees are on low just because we're flying over Central Park. If you want to crank those up, you can. I'm using an i3 10100F. You can look it up in the description. So as you can see, basically medium to high settings with terrain, trees and grass on low. So let's now go for 720p. We're going to try high settings on 720, that's for sure. So yeah, we go back to 720 now. And apart from being done on high, in this game, going up one preset is super demanding. So from high to medium, there is a huge performance difference. So keep that in mind. So 720p, high settings, wish me luck. ¿Lo ves muy VRAM dependiente el juego? Por ahora no. Por ahora va bastante bien en ese aspecto. Someone was asking about VRAM. So far, it's good. It's below 3 GB on this card. So yeah. Anyway, let's start recording. So 720p high-end mode. So everything on high. Again, remember, from high to medium, the performance difference is ginormous, like some people would say. Oh, also I forgot to show you guys, we are using the photogrammetry. So in traffic, we're not using any other planes flying with us. And on data, we're using photogrammetry, no limit data consumption, so unlimited data consumption. The game is streaming in assets from the server, from the cloud servers right away. For that you need an SSD, so make sure you have an SSD if you are playing this, super necessary. Aquí está todo nublado, ando con la estufa arriba. Bueno, que la disfrutes, tremenda estufa. Where are you from? I'm from Uruguay. ¿Se puede hablar en Uruguay? Sí, se puede, Rodrigo, lo vamos a hacer en breve. Alright guys, once again flying over New York City. Let's go visit Eminem. Okay, so we turn to the right. Please plane, do not go down. No! Why? Why did you do that again? Plane. Alright. In my country, i5 10400F, non-F, costs less than any Gen 3 Ryzen 3 and it's not even R5. Well, good. Good. Get the i5 then. Take the advantage while you can. So, cockpit view. We zoom back. And yeah, cockpit view is fine. Even while looking at the entire city all at once. Yeah, it's fine. Let's see how Central Park does, though. We're going to check the ascent. Yeah, I am. A lot of you guys asked me to give it a shot, so we are. Don't worry. We'll be working on it. So yeah, the entire city at the same time, and we're good. Yeah, here's the demanding part. Yeah, it's fine. Better than anticipated. How do you connect your controller wirelessly? I got a Bluetooth dongle for PC. So once you connect it via Bluetooth, the Xbox Series controller, or the Xbox One controller also works, you can connect it wirelessly. So Windows recognizes the gamepad right away. You can also do it with a PlayStation 5 controller, PS4 controller. The thing with those is that you need a separate software. This works natively on Windows, so zero hassle. As you can see, the only way to drop frames at the moment is when moving the camera very quickly. What this does is it kills the CPU. As you can see, when I move the camera, the CPU spikes to 100%. So yeah, that's what causes the stutters. But I mean, in comparison to before, it's super stable. That's the only gripe with the game, that when you move the camera very quickly like this, it makes this it makes the CPU kinda die for a few seconds. But other than that, it's super stable now. So yeah, is loop possible in this game? What do you mean loop? And as you can see, holy hell, my throat. When you're close to grass and bushes and trees, that's when it drops on the GPU side. So yeah, let's stress test the GPU now. We're going to lower to the lowest settings to see if we can get 60 frames. I'm not holding my breath, but hey, let's give it a shot. Okay, oh, okay. Apparently yes. If that's the case, I will be pretty surprised. So this is 720p low now. So 720p low. Let's aim for 60 frames. So we start recording. 720, low end mode. Everything on low. And let's get back. So we restart the save file. And boom. De estar escuchando a Santiago en inglés, casi escribir en inglés un documento importante en mi trabajo. Andas boleando vos. Okay, so now it's time for low settings, 720p. So far so good, 60 frames. Let's see once we fly over Central Park. But as you can see already, look at that level of detail. I mean, it's like flying on Google Maps now. So yeah, no. I wouldn't aim for 60 in this game because, yeah, I mean, it's not like a first-person shooter. I cannot even see Central Park. I can barely see half the city. But I mean, by all means, if you prefer 60 frames, apparently it's doable. So yeah, if you don't care about sacrificing visuals, you should be fine. I mean, yeah. Interesting. But in this particular game, personally, again, I wouldn't sacrifice the visuals. I mean, it's very noticeable that the draw distance is compromised. But I mean, this is definitely an improvement over the previous versions. As you can see, my frame rate drops below 50 when I move the camera around because, again, CPU maxed out, GPU as well. So yeah, we're going to try the 570 after this, but guys, this is not a game to play on low settings unless you absolutely need to. I mean, it's nice to play at 50, but yeah. On this particular game, I mean, look at that draw distance. I don't know, that wouldn't be great. Thanks, Israel Lewis, I appreciate that, man. So yeah, let's stop recording now. And we're going to put it on 1080p medium again, because that's I think that's the best way to play it, personally. It drops below 30 quite often, especially flying over Central Park. But I mean, the resolution difference is pretty, I think it's worth the medium settings usage. Let's keep it like that. So medium, I think, is good to go. Maybe lower the trees and grass to low to compensate for the Central Park. But overall, 1080p medium appears to be the way to go for this one. You have good visuals, but at the same time, you get decent performance and resolution. Yeah, we're moving to another card. Yeah, don't worry, I'm getting there. First though, I want to show you my city. So, hang on. So we're going to fly over Montevideo, which is my country, in Uruguay. And you'll see that the level of detail of the buildings, well, is pretty garbage in comparison to New York, because we don't have the height data, the building data. But as you can see, it's 30 frames over New York. Pretty good. So yeah, New York should be one of the worst running ones. So yeah, we're good. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to double check New York. Let's now go back to the main menu. And we're going to fly over my country for a few seconds, nothing special. So, world map. We go back. Also, they improved the performance in the map, and the map is more detailed. I mean, look at this. This loads so much faster. So we were in America. Let's go South America. So as you can see, here's Argentina, here's Brazil, and all the way down here is Uruguay, my country. Hey, Uruguay, I missed ya. And I live all the way to the south in Montevideo here. As you can see, here is where I live. I love that it also has the neighborhoods. What the hell? It has the neighborhood names. How? How? Okay. So I live here in Prado. This is the place I live at. Around here, basically. I'm not going to give any more details. So let's depart from here. We're going to use a tiny plane because my country is so small that we're going to fly past it quickly. Let's use the propellers. This one. Let's use the Cirrus. So let's fly. House reveal? No. We're not doing house reveal, only landmark reveal. But what I'm trying to show you guys is that the quality of the assets in this country that is not super known is significantly worse than on New York, because, you know, New York is like the first place you fly to in Flight Simulator. So as you can see, here I'm flying over Prado, and it's nothing like this. But I like that now we have the names of the neighborhoods. Yeah, so far it's better. Yeah, visually they improved it significantly, guys. What the hell? It's so much more detailed now. Although, yeah, not the correct buildings. I mean, as you can see here, this is called Parque Posadas. Here it's like 7 buildings at the same height. These are all different heights. That is wrong. So yeah, these buildings, for example, are wrong. And there's a lot of trees in my country, as you can see. And here's McDonald's, but there's no McDonald's in this area. And here's where the president lives. That I love that it's full of trees. There is no house. So yeah, I mean, I understand how they use AI to fill the gaps, but the quality of the buildings is much better than before. They are incorrect, but they are better than before. So yeah, anyway. Let's now get out of the game. Let's swap to the 570. So we shut it down and we swap to the 570, shall we? Hey guys, I changed the camera placement. Now you should be able to see the PC better, and I should have a more comfortable time looking at the camera and the screen. I have a screen right here. So let's swap. As always, latest drivers. I deleted the drivers before doing the live stream. So the drivers are freshly installed from scratch. Okay, so 570 in. 1050 Ti did a great job. Let's put it to the side. And we can drink mate. We can see the Intel's fan. Yeah, that garbage fan that sounds like an Airbus 320. Yeah, that one. Yeah, exactly. That's the one. You got it, man. ¿Te dieron ganas de jugarlo? Bueno, jugalo. Está en todo el mundo. Está todo el mundo literal y está en Game Pass. Guys, some people are saying that, oh, this makes me want to play it because you can fly anyway. Well, yeah, that's the point. So you can go anywhere in the world, and the game is on Game Pass, so you can get it for just... how much is Game Pass? I think $10 a month. You can pay 1 month, play it for a bit, and you're good to go. So yeah, it's on Game Pass. Santiago for president. No. I'm too honest to be president. Nothing against presidents, of course. Alright, so we're back. And as you can see, I have the 570 installed. And I'm using the latest drivers. So on system, as you can see, up to date. So everything is up to date. Let's launch the game. It's on Flight Simulator. And it's going to take a few minutes to load, but it loads faster than before, so that's great news for us. We're going to start with high though. I have faith in the 570. On the AMD cards, this game was pretty hit or miss on the performance side, especially due to VRAM limitations, so we'll see. We'll see if they improved it. 1 USD for 3 months. Well, guys, for $1 you can access Game Pass for 3 months. Play Flight Simulator for a few days. You're going to see whatever part of the planet that you want, get bored, and then swap to the next game. So I think that's a great thing. Also, thanks to Microsoft for providing a copy of Flight Simulator. Super appreciated. Although I already have Game Pass, but I wouldn't say no for a copy of Flight Simulator. Best game of 2020. Sábelo, Matías, mate. I think what you're drinking is called chimarrão here in south of Brazil. Yeah, it is. It is pretty similar, yeah. Not exactly the same, but pretty similar. But you definitely look like Santiago. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Nobody else, just me. I forgot to enable MSI after bonus, so we see the FPS. If Santiago is president, everyone gets a 1050 Ti. Basic right. No, everybody gets a 1080 Ti. Because we have to do 144. Everyone needs 144 Hz. And that way, if you gave everyone a 1080 Ti, a 144 Hz display, I mean, you get esports in the entire country. You become the best esport country because everyone can play at 144. I mean, that's the best way to go about it. All the country's income will come from esports. Bueno, Rodrigo, me encanta ese comentario. Tremendo. Alright. Time to get back into the game. It's loading. Hopefully it loads quickly. Okay, yeah, definitely. It loads a lot quicker as well, so it runs better and it loads faster. I mean, what else do you want? It was already a great game. Yeah, the patch is amazing. They really did improve the game significantly, although still waiting for the X12. Come on, the X12. I mean, I know why the patch is so good. You can see it there. Flight Simulator is now on Xbox Series S and X. Make a separate Santiago country only for the subscribers. Yeah, it will be a pretty big country, actually. I think. Nah, not that big, but good enough. That's what he said. A 1050 Ti is a new symbol of low-spec gaming. Yeah, basically. Which is okay. I mean, the AMD cards always suffer so much from price hiking. When price hikes, the AMD cards are impossible to buy. Each time, every time it happens. DX12 and DLSS, and FSR, please. FSR and DLSS, please. Give me both options. Okay, so 1080p, we're going directly to high settings because, you know, we try our best. So this is 1080p high. So we start recording, start. 1080p, high-end mode. And hopefully we can get a good experience. Please, don't let the VRAM kill us. I'm going to disable motion blur because it distracts me quite a bit in this game. And world map. Let's go to New York once more. So we go to La Guardia. Set as departure. And the arrival will be the Statue of Liberty. And the plane we're using an Airbus, Boeing 747 Intercontinental. So yeah, once 160k population, 160k 1080 Ti. Oh no, that will be expensive. Well, yeah, it will be expensive, but think about it this way. In that country, we will all have 1080 Ti's, but nobody would go outside, so there is no virus infestation. So we will be the only COVID-free country without vaccines. So we don't have to spend money on vaccines. We spend it on GPUs. So there you go. Okay, remember the first time we launched the game, frame rate is not great. So it's going to stutter the first time quite a bit. And for some reason it's not detecting my controller. What the heck? I think it connected to my other PC. 1 second. No, it didn't. Huh. Interesting. Hang on, guys. What the heck? Yeah, it doesn't detect my controller for some reason. No worries. Have you tried turning it off and back on? Let's do it. Uno jode, pero el país de Santiago tendría 5 veces la población de Durazno. Sí, literal. I know. I'm a genius. Yeah. Okay, he detected the controller now. Great. So let's move the camera around. Stutter the first time, as usual. So as you can see, when moving the camera around, again, the CPU gets maxed out. But it slowly starts stabilizing because it's loading the assets. But it used to be so much worse when I did this. I remember the game stopping outright for a few seconds, and my CPU is sounding worse than this playing. The sound of my CPU is like a 747 taking off. Probably you cannot hear it because NVIDIA broadcast. I have noise cancelling, the noise cancelling feature. Alright. Oh, hang on, you cannot hear the plane at all. 1 second, guys. The capture card is betraying me. There we go. Now we have audio. Sorry, guys. Sometimes the audio doesn't want to show up. Let's take off. Oh, in the nick of time. Good. There we go. So again, stress test is Central Park. I almost crashed the plane because my my capture card was being adjusted. Okay. Let's turn left. Not serious, but 31080 Ti for each citizen is all fun and games until you have to deal with 200 million of them. Yeah. But I mean, it will pay for itself. Because people will be so happy. Okay, so far so good. Alright. Okay, over Central Park is into the 20s. Yeah, but now looking through the cockpit is fine. It used to be unplayable when looking at the cockpit on the 570. So they definitely fixed it. Yeah. I mean, I can actually now fly without getting those drops into the 20s. The game used to have a big issue that was when you were flying over New York for extended periods, the GPU usage was maxed out, the VRAM usage was maxed out, even on medium settings. And the game hard locked to 15 FPS. That is fixed, as you can see now. We're not getting that big issue there. So yeah, definitely a huge improvement, especially on the AMD cards. On the AMD cards, it was pretty hard to get to this level of performance, especially with a 4GB card. So yeah, they optimized the game quite significantly. So yeah, great job, Asobo Studio. Yeah. We're going to check out, before swapping to 900p, we're going to check out a previous video of mine testing this game. But I mean, now you can even use cockpit view like a normal person, and you do not get drops below 20. So yeah, super happy to see that it came so good, this patch. Yeah, even looking at the entirety of New York from the cockpit is no longer unplayable. So as you can see, very detailed cockpits. You can even see the back of your seat. But as you can see, moving the camera kills the CPU. Which I mean enough... Whoa, I'm flying too low. Hang on. So as I was saying, in general in this game, when you move the camera around like this, very quickly, the CPU spikes to 100%. But I mean, if you're playing this game, you usually turn the camera slowly, you try to take in the scenery. So I don't think it's a big issue, personally. So yeah. Can you try nighttime? Sure. Hang on. I gotta change it from here. Let's go nighttime. It's going to stutter a little bit when I do this, but Let's do 10 p.m. 11 p.m. There we go. Oh man, it's so beautiful at night. But I cannot see anything. Yeah, such a beautiful game, man. Although looking at Central Park at night is pretty bad. Hang on. Let me reload the flight. Let's reload the flight and start at night. But at night it looks amazing, guys. I mean, wow! I never thought about flying at night. That's beautiful, man. With all the lights turned on there. How hot the CPU? The CPU, I don't know. I don't want to know. I'd rather not know. Sometimes, I mean, it should be fine. I mean, it's still at 4 gigahertz, so... Okay, so let's do 10 p.m. Personally, guys, when I play this game, I like playing it at, like, dawn. Like this. When the sun is almost down, like this. I mean, look at how beautiful the lighting is at this time of day. I usually like to play like this. I enjoy it way more. But hey, let's do nighttime. Let's do 11-12 p.m. And it's now time to fly. So, engines up, parking brake out. As you can see, some stuff is weirdly lit. Night equals FPS kill? Maybe not, we're about to find out. The thing is, I was just flying over Central Park, so Central Park kills FPS, because foliage. If really looked this good, maybe I would go outside. Hell yeah. That's for sure, man. Okay, we rise the aircraft. Yeah, the only issue here is that you can barely see your plane. But hey. But it's beautiful because of the amount of lights that you can see. It really feels like reality. Usually on planes you fly pretty high, so you only see like very big things being lit. So yeah, you can see the fake lights, those are fake. But it looks good from a distance. Try rainy day? Yeah, sure. Hang on. Yeah, as long as you don't fly over Central Park, you're good. At night, I mean. Let's put now 12 p.m. and let's put nighttime. Let's put a thunderstorm. I want that. Let's do rain. Whoa. Okay, so now we cannot see anything because, you know, usually when it rains, it's pretty wet outside. So yeah, I'm in the middle of a cloud, but man, that looks so good. Holy hell, what a beautiful game. Okay, let's go down. How are you? I'm doing fine, man. What about you? Are you playing on joke? Nah. What do you mean joke? Joke with a J or joke with a Y? I'm using a controller. I'm as basic as I get. Yeah, FSR in this game would be amazing. Without a doubt. Hang on. My controls are inverted. So yeah, even in between the clouds, you still get decent numbers. Yeah, beautiful. I'm over Jersey. Okay, I flew way past New York then. So yeah, as you can see, pretty good. On the 570 you can do high now. And I love that you can change the time of day in real time. That's beautiful. Anyway, let's now do... I'm pretty sure on low we're not getting 60s, but this is not a game to play at 60. I prefer to have visuals on this one. Let's do it super quick. Okay, yeah, 60s on low settings. Pretty good. Although we're pretty far away from the ground. But it was just as a question, so Let's go back to clear skies. Yeah, even with clear skies, we're good. Although we're pretty far away from the ground, so... Anyway, let's do now 900p. On 900p, I mean, Ultra is great and all, but Ultra is super demanding in comparison to High. You don't need to do Ultra. Trust me on that one. You don't need it. This game makes me go on a flight. Yeah, true. I mean, it's like flying in real life, I would say. It's as close as it gets. So we're now doing High on 900p. Maybe we avoid some drops into the... what's the name of this? We avoid some drops below 30 by doing that. So let's do it. Hi from Serbia. Hi from Uruguay, mister. How's it going, man? Welcome back. Happy to have you. 900p High. Remember, guys, there is Ultra, but Ultra runs so much worse. I don't know. We maybe try it at the end for fun, but realistically speaking, I don't think it's worth doing Ultra. Considering how good High already looks. 720p 60, yeah, probably. Probably we are. We're about to find out. ¿Deberías hacer pruebas en portátiles? Sí, el tema es que no puedo pagar algo tan caro. Okay, so high settings, 900p. Remember, once you start flying and moving the camera, the CPU kinda dies for a few seconds. That's kind of the normal thing. Although, yeah, on this one, I'm going back to the main menu. Because it reloads the map. I don't know why sometimes it happens. Yeah, Paradise TK, guys, if you haven't already, follow Paradise TK on YouTube. He does VR stuff. I think he's the best at it. He does testing on that. And it shows you how the experience actually is. So just follow him. You can see Flight Simulator on VR, which, I mean, if without VR this game is amazing, imagine playing it on VR. So yeah, follow him. You can see that gameplay. And no worries, man, no worries. Happy to recommend good content. I mean, this game is in VR is the next level simulation experience. No worries, Paradise DK. Thanks to you for making good content. 747 ready at runway 31 departure to the west. Okay, we're reloaded now. Yeah, 1080p High worked fine on the 570 now. Alright, time to take flight. Engines at full speed. Parking brake release. Parking brake released. Aguanta el mate, sabelo. Hola Ignacio, ¿qué dice? Yeah, 570 High is amazingly playable. Way to go will be medium settings. Yeah, medium settings. Maybe try medium settings with the draw distance push to the high preset, and you should be good to go. Okay. Clear for takeoff. Pull up, pull up, pull up. There we go. Landing gear up so we can fly more comfortably. Excellent. Now we go to the left. And I'm going to put the engines a little bit slower so we can fly like if we were a smaller plane. Do you have 3090 Ti? I wish. I would live stream at 8K with a 3090 Ti. Saludos Martín desde Montevideo. Estás re lejos en Paysandú ahí. Bueno, en un avión llegaría en 10 minutos, pero sí. Man, wow, you just got the shoutout from Antagonist? Who is him? Sorry, I don't know who is him. Thank you, Antagonist, for providing the shoutout. I appreciate that, man. So, flying over Central Park, we're now over 30, so if you don't want to drop below 30 on Central Park, or places with a lot of foliage, like it happened on 1080p, then you probably want to play on 900p instead. I think it's worth the resolution sacrifice. Let's see the cockpit. So as you can see, even looking through the cockpit, we're with good frame rates. So yeah, in real life you wouldn't be flying this low. This is just for benchmarking purposes. But as you can see, yeah, it drops below 30 sometimes, but it's not the GPU, it's the CPU this time around. Which used to be the other way around. It used to be VRAM limited and GPU bound. Now when we move the camera, we are CPU bound, so yeah, guys. And we're using the biggest plane. I'm super impressed with this update. If you haven't already played this game, for crying out loud, if you're afraid of flying, play this game, you will lose that fear pretty quickly, I think. Doesn't this game use temporal reconstruction when using resolution scaling? I do not know. Maybe. But we're not using the resolution scaler thing. We're changing the resolution, the base resolution. If you ever come to the UK, you're welcome to stay and try this in VR. Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Hopefully, once COVID starts being less annoying, we're going to. Thank you, man. I won't forget. And the companies haven't asked you to test laptops and other devices. The thing with companies sending me stuff is that I live in a country where if you get something in the mail, you have to pay 60% of this value to the government. So if somebody sends me, I don't know, $1,000 laptop, I'll have to pay $600 to get it out of the customs. So I cannot do that. At least right now. Maybe one day, but not now. I also have a contact in NVIDIA Brazil, and they told me they could send me GPUs, but the issue is that they now do not have any GPUs in stock, so they cannot send me samples. That would be amazing, but at the moment, not a possibility. Okay, let's do now 720p. So 720, yeah, that's nuts, I know. My country is like that, but not a big issue, I can still survive. That's why I did budget stuff actually. Nobody was covering budget stuff, and it was the only affordable thing in my country, so yeah. It was necessary for me to be able to survive. Try Santiago Airlines, yeah, we do very low flights in New York with Santiago Airlines. Airlines hate him. He has game in our airplanes. Yeah, gotta get out of Latin America. No, I love my country, so I'd rather stay here without the taxes. Thanks. ¿De dónde eres? Disculpa, acabo de llegar. Soy de Uruguay, Luis. Is this your job? At the moment, it's kind of my job, but at the same time, it doesn't pay the rent. So I do not pay rent actually. But it's something I can consistently do without paying, because the money that the channel makes is the money that I use to buy games, to buy GPUs, so it actually sustains itself. So yeah, but it's not enough to live on my own, for example, to pay rent and pay for food. Well, yeah, that's not happening. At least not right now, maybe in the future. So you gotta be realistic. 720p, we're doing now. So 720p medium, we're aiming for 60. Maybe you want the decent visuals at 60 frames. Well, maybe at 720p we can do it. Gotta find out. So this is 720p medium now. So 720p medium, good. Let's fly. Can you show us where the exits are on the plane, please? No. There are no exits. The plane is sealed once you get in. The only way to get out is with a plane crash. Un saludo desde México. ¿Cuál es la GPU que usas tú para jugar en tu tiempo? 1650 Super en general, que es la que uso para editar. Y saludos desde Uruguay. Somebody asked me in Spanish what's the GPU the GPU I used when I'm playing games. I use the 1650 Super in general because that's the one I use to edit my videos. It's the fastest one. I had to sell the 2060 because, you know, money in COVID times is kinda difficult. Landing gear up. Come on. There we go. Okay, we'll slow down the engine a bit so we can fly slower. Oh god, we're doomed. Yeah, you are. I mean, if you decided to get into my plane, you were already doomed from the get-go. Okay. So 720p medium, so far so good, 60 frames. Which I don't remember if it was possible in the past. I do remember that the 570 had 4 GB of VRAM used. It was stuttering like crazy, hard locking to 20 frames. So yeah, this is a huge improvement, guys. I'm impressed. I know I said that multiple times, but for real, I'm super impressed. Look at that nice temperature that I have on the GPU. Okay. Cockpit view, still over 50 frames. So if you don't mind lowering the resolution, this is not bad. Still drops below 40 over Central Park, but it's Central Park. What were you expecting? Holy moly, it would be wonderful to see you growing up. Get away from there. Okay, thanks. I would try, yeah. I would try one day to go to another country and get more GPUs. But as of right now, I'd rather stay in my country. I don't know. There's something that I love about living here. Yeah, as you can see, we still drop below 50, but that's CPU limitation, as you can see. And I gotta drink some water. I'll leave the plane flying itself. In the meantime, I'll drink water. So much better. Yeah, also the RAM usage is a lot better. So as I was saying, we are CPU limited when aiming for 60, especially when panning the camera around. So yeah, let's go down. There we go. That's how you fly. You can relax with the beach and the MJ. Yeah, literally. Relax by the beach. I don't like that. I prefer cold weather personally. I never seen snow in real life, but I like when it's cold. Okay, yeah, even close to the ground, we're good. Go to Los Santos. No, I already have GTA 5 to go for Los Santos. Okay, anyway. So 720, 60 frames, completely doable. Let's now do ultra settings, because why not? We're at 720p. What's the worst that can happen? So we go for ultra, the most demanding option that kills 3090s. So ultra settings, 720p. Let's melt down the GPU. All caps. So ultra settings, and we go back to the menu so we can reload the level from scratch. You never seen snow? No, I never seen it. Never ever. Never have I ever. It would be nice to see snow, but I never been in such a cold weather. I mean, the coldest I've been was like minus 5 degrees Celsius. Sorry, minus 10 degrees Celsius in my country when I was going to school in like 2001. I was like 6 years old in 2001, and I was going to school, and I remember that it was minus 10 degrees. I saw it on the TV. It was like minus 10 degrees Celsius, and I thought it was funny that there was a negative number in the temperature. Never saw that before. So yeah, my English is from the music and movies. Yeah, and video games. I learned more English in video games, movies, and music than in class. Although class helps significantly when starting. Have a British weather. Oh yeah, I say weather instead of weather. Yeah, I mean, the English I learned from the academy I go is British, so some words we learned them in British. Oh man, yeah, ultra settings was a terrible idea. Oh no, what did I do? Look at that RAM usage, 11 gigabytes. Oh no. Yeah, ultra settings, if you want to do it for the laughs, but yeah, no, too much. We're still continuing though. Can you fly Uruguay? I already did in the 1050 Ti. Uruguay was pretty barren. Wrong buildings, but it looked good. It's good to take a picture though. Yeah, I agree. Does this have a photo mode? I don't remember that. If it has a photo mode, that would be amazing. Try Ultra in 1080p. No, I'm good, thanks. If it already uses like 4 gigabytes at 720p, 1080p would be a hard crash for me. But I'll try before swapping GPUs, yeah. Just for the fun of it. Landing gear up. Come on. There we go. Hey bro, do you still have the 2060? No, unfortunately I had to sell it because economic purposes. But in the future I might get another one. If the situation improves, I will be getting another one probably. Good thing is that I managed to get a 1052 gigabytes and some money for the 2060, so it was a good trade, I would say. I got a couple GPUs, I got some money so I can pay for games and all that good stuff. So the 2060 can wait, we can get it later on. Once the situation improves. Cockpit view. Okay, yeah, it's not that bad actually. Never mind. That's CPU usage though. Yeah, Ultra is just a little too OP, I would say. Yeah. But I mean, this is how it ran back then at 720p medium, I think. So the improvement is there. Although that draw distance, holy hell, I can see so many buildings. The guy who said my English is from movies another thing, me. So is mine. Yeah. So is mine. So yeah, don't play on Ultra, guys. Don't play on Ultra. So just to have some fun, let's put it on 1080p. Let's kill the GPU. Now that we finished testing. So 1080p. So 1080p Ultra. Yeah, not bad for Ultra, but still. Ultra is not something I'm fond of in general. If I'm not taking screenshots, I mean, why use Ultra? Alright. So 1080p Ultra. Okay, mid-20s. I was expecting way worse than this, actually. I'm impressed. And the VRAM is not maxed out. Oh, yeah, looks good on Ultra. Not gonna lie. The draw distance is pretty crazy on Ultra. But I mean, on high, you lose some of that draw distance, but the performance is so much better that why would you do it? What's the point? Just to say that you can. Only because you can doesn't mean that you should. Yeah, I mean, high settings still looks amazing. But you get over 30 frames, so why bother? Ultra 4K. Ultra 4K. Hola Santiago, ¿qué dice Artyom? Saludos de Buenos Aires. Bueno, no vayas a ser atentados por ahí. Perdón, perdón. No, nada contra Buenos Aires. Pero tenés razón, debería ir a Argentina. Voy a ir a Argentina. Guys, I'm going to Argentina right now. So let's go. Let's go to Argentina. Because someone told me, hey, don't crash a plane in Argentina. Well, guess what? I'm going to Argentina now. Because you dared to tell me what to do. So let's go. If you guys don't know, Argentina is right here next to Uruguay. So I live here in South America, in Montevideo. And they live in Buenos Aires, all the way here, as you can see. So let's fly to Puerto Madero. Yeah, let's go there. Let's start in Puerto Madero. So departure. We're going to use a tiny plane. Because, you know, I want to see the scenery, or the lack thereof. So let's go see the Peronistas. Nothing against Peronistas, of course. Better than Colonia Airport. Hell yeah. That's not an airport. That's an aerodrome. In Google Maps, I can't see nothing in the middle of the ocean. It has some crappy textures. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Google Maps. Yeah, no. You cannot compare Google Maps to this. Whoa, this plane is so easy to move. Here we are in Argentina. We're in Puerto Madero now. Visiting the Peronistas. No, I'm kidding. Don't take it seriously. I'm from Uruguay. I'm from Uruguay. Oh, I love that I can... Oh, this plane is so much fun to fly. What the hell happened to this plaza? Okay, not going to judge. City of Buenos Aires. Here we are. I'm Italian. I'm from Argentina. Yeah, look at this street, so perfectly done. Yeah, I can see that there is no, well, this street is pretty well done though. But I can see that there is not a lot of accurate data here. Why would you have a house here? What the hell? Yeah, you can fly whatever you want in Flight Simulator, guys. You can basically, you can go into the map, select a location, and your plane will go there. It doesn't matter. You can go wherever you want. Wow, an avioneta! Hell yeah. It's called avion though. Boom. I crashed my plane. So, go back to the main menu, but guys, again, you can select any point of the map, and using satellite data, the game fills the gap with AI. So you can go, I don't know, let's go to Antarctica. I don't know if there's something in Antarctica, but hang on. I'm going to go to Antarctica, but the part that is here below America, below South America. So as you can see, here's Antarctica. And let's go there with a tiny plane to Antarctica. Let's go, Antarctica. Okay, mucho te el motor. Oh man, that's hilarious. Can you fly India? Yeah, I'm going there eventually. Hang on. So as you can see now, I'm in Antarctica. Because I mean, why not? But yeah, there's nothing in Antarctica. Oh man, the performance. So yeah, as you can see, I'm in Antarctica. There are mountains in the distance, but I mean, yeah, you can fly to Antarctica if you want. Look at those textures, though. Pretty detailed. Yeah, let's go to India. Then we go to the 1650 Super, and we swap to the, and we go to Brazil after that. Remind me at the end. So let's go to India. What is this? I don't know what this means. Let's go to this one. This is a famous location, apparently. So let's go there. Go to your house. I already did it. And there was nothing, like in real life. I mean, I went to my house in Flight Simulator and it was empty, just like in real life. Mumbai. Okay, sorry, no. I am ready flying. Must be daytime. Okay. I'm in India now. I don't know the names of this stuff. Ruwanwelisaya Stupa. This is a famous place. I legit do not know, guys. I'm just flying around, looking at scenery. I don't know. If you guys recognize it. Oh, that's Sri Lanka. Oh, sorry. I messed up. That's Sri Lanka, not India. Oh, sorry. Apologies, guys. I don't know that that was a thing. Chennai. Okay, let's go to Chennai. And then we swap GPUs, I promise. I promise not to get involved. Chennai. Where is it? There you are. Thanks, man. Let's take off. Let's fly at 1 p.m. At least on the menu it does 60 FPS. Yeah, at least. Sorry to people in India. I confused India with Sri Lanka. I don't know, those were separate. So today I learned. Okay, here we are. Let's take off. In Brazil, please. Minas Gerais. Yeah, I'm going to Belo Horizonte after I swap GPUs. Patience. Well, I mean, I'm going to be here a couple of seconds. I'll go to Belo Horizonte. And then swap GPUs. Oh man, I get so entertained when playing Flight Simulator because you can go anywhere. You can visit, it's like doing Google Street View but in 3D. This is so cool. I don't know this place in real life, but it looks cool. A lot of buildings. Anyway. Okay, I do one more and I'm done. I do 1650 Super, and at the end of the live stream, yeah, we're going to visit more locations, don't worry. So let's go. Oh man, there's so many places here. I keep forgetting. Hang on. Belo Horizonte. 950 settings. The 950, I would say 1080p low, 900p medium, probably. Either that. If that's not enough though, do 720p medium. I think 720p medium should stay over 30. Make sure to lower those textures though. 2 GB of VRAM is a little too low. Okay. Belo Horizonte. Miami, please, it looks amazing. Sure, in the next one. At the end of the live stream, I'm going to be going to whatever place you like, guys. Oh man, I screwed up. Oh no! I'm going to put developer mode in. So I can go whatever, much faster. There we go. I love that I can do this in the PC version. Okay, Belo Horizonte. And we disable. Boom. We're in the air. I love that I can just do that in the game. Yeah, it looks great. Again, I don't know this place in real life, but it's nice to see it from the air and getting close. I don't know. Well, this is why it's my favorite game of 2020. Hacks in Flight Simulator? No, this is not a hack. This is the developer mode. You can enable it from the options menu. The developer mode allows you to do quite a bit of stuff. And you can touch a lot of things. I don't know how they work. You can even stop the simulation from here. So yeah, developer mode is good to have. So yeah, good stuff. Anyway, let's swap to the 1650 Super, and then we fly to whatever places you guys want. So for now, let's swap once more to the 1650 Super. I'll drink some mate. Played this game for the first time today, and how was it, man? Did you like it? Did you crash the plane? Could you take off? That's kind of the first problem, taking off. It's quite a departure. Okay, 1650 Super, let's put it in. Let's go. Good, actually. Great. I'm glad to know, man. Now we're getting close to high settings at 30 frames. Yeah, I mean, that's insane. It used to be basically impossible on the 570. How does mate taste? It tastes bitter. You can put sugar in it if you want, but you're going to be overweight in 5 days if you put sugar on it. So yeah. You have a 588 GB, unfortunately no more. It runs so similar to a 570 that I rather not have it at the moment. Once the economy stabilizes, I'll be getting GPUs left and right for you guys to check out with me. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm back into the computer. Give me 1 second. What GPU do you have left? 1650 Super is right now into the computer, but let me show you what GPUs I have. 1050 Ti, already tested. 570, already tested. 1050 2GB, which I'm going to test for tomorrow, probably. GT 1030, as you can see, this very cute tiny GPU coming tomorrow. 750 Ti, Twin Frozer, the OG from 2014. We're testing tomorrow as well. And I also have the 1650 non-super that it's on the streaming PC doing the live stream. So yeah, that's basically my inventory. So yeah, I have those GPUs. So as I was saying, let me go back to the PC now. We have the 1650 Super. I opened YouTube because I want to show you super quickly how the game ran in the previous version. As you can see, YouTube recommends my own live stream. Thanks, YouTube. So, Flight Simulator 2020, Santiago, because I did a live stream like a year ago, really. There you are. 8 months ago, I did this live stream when I used to have NVIDIA Broadcast and the 2060 to remove the background. So, I was using... Let's show the 570 super quickly. Medium settings and low textures. Look at this. This is how it used to be on the 570. Look at that frame time. We're moving the camera. I mean, this is medium to low settings. Now we can do this on high settings and it's more stable. It's ridiculous. And I lowered some extra settings and I went flying to New York once more. But remember, this is medium settings, basically low settings actually. Low shadows, low ambient occlusion, low trees, low grass. Oh no, not an ad, YouTube. It's funny because YouTube shows ads to my own videos, so I'm actually giving money to myself by watching this video. So yeah, as you can see, I mean, RAM usage 12 gigabytes, VRAM usage goes sky high once you fly over New York. So yeah, the difference is very noticeable. So yeah, anyway, that's what I wanted to show you super quick. Time to do the 1650 Super now. Don't you need glasses anymore? No, those glasses were for my eyes to rest because I'm staring at screens all day, but they made me motion sick. So yeah, motion sickness plus glasses, that means that something is not a good idea, which in this case was the glasses. The game seems to have a lot of instability in terms of performance. Yeah, especially before. Now it's a lot better, without a doubt. Chimarrão momento, yeah. I'm drinking mate, yeah. Brazilian people call it chimarrão. It's a funny name though. Your room is cold, seems like. Yeah, it's pretty cold, yeah. I mean, it's winter here. In the southern hemisphere, it's winter. You should keep watching your videos and become rich. Well, it's like so many cents of a dollar that it wouldn't be worth my time, really. My time is better spent by making live streams than watching my own videos. When I start my PC it's very sluggish, but then I restart and it's normal. What do you mean? In the matter of the game running on consoles, what do you think about the performance? I'm impressed that the game runs on the consoles, actually. But it kind of makes sense. I mean, they have a very fast SSD, which this game needs. And they also have a pretty powerful GPU. So I don't know why I am surprised. I'm surprised about the Xbox Series S. I was afraid of that one, getting Flight Simulator. But they actually did a good job on that one. I know they're both 30 frames per second, but this is one of the most demanding games on PC at the moment. So I'm pretty impressed that they made it run on the Xbox Series S. The Series X, well, I can understand. But on the Series S, for a $299 machine, that's impressive. I don't know. Wasn't expecting much and I got a lot more. ¿Cuándo te daré para hacer un buen mate? La verdad que yo arranqué hace 6 meses a tomar mate, así que soy el peor ahora mismo. Me están enseñando todavía. Somebody asked me to make a tutorial about making good mate. Unfortunately, I started drinking mate 6 months ago, so I'm still learning. I'm too new to mate, still. Too freaking new. I started mate when I noticed that my coffee got cold too often. And this is hot water all the time, so... Oh, okay, Jeffrey. You mean the speed of the computer. So you mean that you start the PC, then you restart it, and it's better? That's what you're trying to say? Maybe you have a hard drive or an SSD. If you have a hard drive, I understand. But if you have an SSD, that shouldn't happen. Okay, we're loading. Come on, video game. Oh, one other thing, guys. The game, as you can see from this live stream, loads a lot faster as well. It's not the fastest, of course, but it's faster. So yeah. This game's actual size is 2 terabytes. Well, yeah, if you get all the data right away, probably. Okay, so guys, as you can see, high settings, 1080p, 1650 Super. Let's start the recording. 1080, high settings. I'm not going to waste time on Ultra at the moment. We're doing that later. So yeah, high settings. And hang on, I'm gonna restart my controller. You have both? Okay, then it shouldn't happen. Try... Yeah, but what do you mean by slow? Do you mean opening windows and all that? Or do you mean slow in games? Okay, controller, come on, recognize. Okay, there you go. So as I was saying, high settings, no traffic, because you know, CPU, photogrammetry, live weather, all that, working as expected. So let's do our New York flight once more to test performance. So we get from LaGuardia, departure from LaGuardia, boom. And the arrival will be the Statue of Liberty, boom. And we use the airliners. We gotta go fast. So 747, excellent. And let's fly, boom. 750 can still be used for CSGO. Yeah, you can play a lot of games still. Okay, yours was a hard drive then an SSD. As long as the SSD has Windows installed, should be good. Yes, opening folders, some apps like Teams, Games, Gitbad Frames. That's odd. Try deleting the drivers, the GPU drivers, and reinstalling them. I have a video talking about it. Hang on. I think I screwed up. I think I started in the air. Ugh, stupid. Well, whatever. Si vas a La Plata se ve igual que en real life. Debería estar bastante cerca. No va a ser idéntico, pero se va a ver bastante bien, sí. Voy a volver a La Plata en un rato. Señor, atiendo boludos. Me encanta ese meme. So guys, as you can see on the high preset, the high-end preset, the 1650 Super is using all the VRAM. Probably because it's loading the game for the first time. Yeah, there you go. Now it's stabilized. Oh, there's no audio. Ugh, I hate my capture card sometimes. 1 second, guys. Apologies. There we go. There we go. Will Ryzen 3 3100 Bottleneck RTX 2060? No, it should be fine. As long as you aim for 60 in most games, should be okay. So as you can see, 1650 Super, so far so good. We can maybe even do Ultra, although the CPU will suffer quite a bit, so maybe not. So yeah, for the 1650 Super, just like before, high settings, but it uses less VRAM and system RAM, so good job, developers. You improved your performance significantly. So beautiful, man. Maybe if I remove Windows fully and install it back, yeah, that should help. Especially if you haven't done that in a while. I recommend you use Ghost Spectre, it's called. It's a custom Windows version that is updatable, that you can use your legit copy on. Look it up on YouTube, Ghost Spectre. It has a lot of useful tools. I don't know if it has any keyloggers or anything like that, so at your own risk. But it's been helpful, at least for me. Yeah, 1080p Ultra settings in most games. Yeah, it should be fine. 2060, 3100 should be okay. As long as you just don't expect over 60 frames on all games. But most games should be fine. 1080p Ultra aiming for 60. The thing is, when you go aiming for 144, well, yeah, there the CPU will be a big bottleneck. And if you want a higher resolution, you can do 1440p as well. So, yeah. Imagine Xbox One running this game. That's the joke, it doesn't. It won't. Imagine this on a hard drive, holy hell. I don't want to imagine. Oh my. My brain cells commit suicide if I put this on a hard drive. Man, imagine this on an Xbox One. Holy hell, maybe on the One X. But the CPU there is still pretty bad, so... Maybe they can on the One X, but... Oh man, imagine that on a hard drive. Yeah, no. I'd rather burn myself with a cigarette. No worries, Jeffrey. Enjoy, man. PC gaming for all. Okay, I think it crashed. No, it didn't. It loaded new assets. I was scared for a second. So as you can see, high settings, you can do it. Great. Let's see if using medium gives us 60 frames. Probably not. Maybe low. Let's see, medium, 44 FPS. And now... Okay, 55, 56, not bad. Let's reload the level. How much is a 2060 in your country? Like $750 2060s at the moment in my country. They used to be 450, I think. Now they are like 750, the cheapest one. The one with one cooler. Imagine a dual fan 2060 in my country. Oh man, it would be like $1,000. That's how you know that the market is bad. When you expect something to be $500 and they are selling it for $1,000. Okay, medium settings, 1080p now. And we get 60 frames, what the hell? Okay. I'm super impressed, guys. Not gonna lie. I mean, we get like double the frame rate on medium settings. In comparison to high, of course. Oh, come on, plane! We can do this! Ugh. There we go. That's how you do it. Guys, this is how you fly a plane in real life. Close to the ground, in case something bad happens, you have the ground close to you. Nah, I'm kidding. Don't drink and drive. Just spill your drink. No, seriously, don't drink and drive, it's dangerous. No imaginas 60 FPS en 1650 Super en medio. No, yo tampoco. Yeah, guys, this impressed me the most so far. Now we can do 50 to 60 on medium settings on the 1650 Super. Although when you move the camera, you're going to drop below 50 because the CPU kinda dies. As you can see there, the CPU gets maxed out and the GPU usage drops. So yeah, the CPU kinda struggles. Especially when flying over Central Park, because you know, all that bush and tree and all that. But I mean, overall, I'll play it on medium on the 1650 Super personally. Looks good, doesn't look bad like low settings. Low settings looks dreadful. This is a good balance, I would say. It's not perfectly 60 as you can see when you're flying very close to the ground. But once you go up, it immediately goes over 50, so... Yeah, if you're playing it like a simulator, most of the time will be over 50. So yeah, I mean, considering this is New York City, that is one of the places that is pretty difficult to run, I'm pretty impressed so far. So yeah, amazing work on the developer side. They really did improve the game. Cannot believe this. I wish more developers keep doing this. What I mean is, I hope more developers release games in a bad state and fix it later, so I can do a video when the game releases complaining about the performance. Then I can do another video once they patch it saying, hey, they improved it but a little bit. And then a third video saying, hey, they finally fixed the game 2 years later. Well, in this case, a year later. So yeah, please developers, do your job incorrectly so I can make more videos. So yeah, anyway. Can we put this game in our resume towards being a pilot? Maybe, maybe. If we play in VR, maybe. Alright. So yeah, hang on, I forgot to record. Ooh, stupid. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you the settings once more. We're going to lower the trees and grass just to have slightly better chances. But overall, yeah, I'm doing 720p after this. Allow me, sorry, 900p after this. Allow me a second. Gotta record this super quickly so I can make the videos. So yeah, I'm recording videos while I make videos. I'm making videos while I make videos because I'm doing this live. Go to Spain. Yeah, coming soon to your nearest air simulator benchmark. Alright, so lower the engine power. Your best game tester on YouTube? Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. The fix is only about performance, or do you feel something new about IFR? I didn't fly IFR in this game yet. I'm just playing it like it was GTA 5, without getting out of the plane, of course. So what I see that they improved is the control layout. The controller layout is a lot better. Now with a controller you don't need to do combinations of buttons to release the brakes, or... Well, it used to be clicking the left stick used to be landing gear up and down, which was super annoying. Now is right on the D-pad. So they did a lot of improvements on the control layout side. It's easier to pick it up and play, basically. Santiago gives us the raw experience. Yeah, the raw experience. I don't know you guys personally, but I like a raw experience. Nah, I'm kidding. I love you guys. I love that word though. Sounds so extreme, saying raw. It's implied in the word. Such a strong word, I love it. Do you prefer the Steam controller or the Xbox controller? Never had the Steam controller, so cannot comment on it. But I like the Xbox Series controller. It's like an Xbox One controller, but it has an extra button in the middle, and it's way more grippy, more ergonomic. So yeah, the only thing I hate about this controller, you need to use batteries, but these are rechargeable, so whatever. So yeah. Are you on high settings? No, I'm on medium. High settings, I was over 30 frames. Oh yeah, the game looks gorgeous, even on medium. Oh, also, I forgot to show you guys, the cockpit view is also fixed in this version. And by fixed, I mean it no longer drops into the 20s when using the cockpit view. That used to be a huge problem. Oh, I'm screwed, I think. Oh no! So close. Whoa, that was a close call. That was a close call. Hi Santiago, I'm Wildin and today I'm going to see your video. Well, welcome man. Glad to have you here. Is there animations in this game, or we just fly plane from point A to point B? Well, you got different difficulty options about the simulation. Yeah, that was super close, Marty, yeah. That was so close. So as I was saying, you have this assistance options. so you can see how realistic the game is. I'm playing on easy mode, so the plane flies itself, basically. But you can break the plane. You have all assists, middle ground, which is more serious, true to life, which is super difficult, and yeah, that's about it. If you play it on middle ground and do something that is kinda stupid with the plane, you break the plane, basically. Let me show you. If I open the flaps mid-air, like this, I think that's how I deploy the flaps, hang on. Yeah, I'm going to deploy the landing gear. Let me see if I can do so. Landing gear, please. Okay, not able to open the landing gear. Anyway, so I'm going down like this. If I pull up, it should break the plane. Because it's too steep. But apparently, there we go. I broke the plane. You overstressed the aircraft and caused critical damage. So that's how can happen. That's how you break a plane. That's how easy it is to break a plane. Just pull up while you're going super fast down, you pull up and you break the plane. That's how it works in real life. No kidding, really. So this is activities that you can do. Flight training. So they teach you how to fly a plane realistically. Then you have activities. So you have landing challenges, bush trips, test your navigation skills. Well, looking at maps and all that. Landing challenges. This is the best part of the game, I think. The landing challenges. The landing challenges are, well, you're in certain airport with certain plane with certain weather conditions. Well, land the plane and we'll give you points. And you have a scoreboard and all that. This is great. That's it, just a black screen. I was expecting it to blow up. Unfortunately, no. It doesn't have planes breaking. I think that's for legal purposes, I think. Which is pretty disappointing, yeah. I agree. Yeah, it just puts a black screen. Same as if you crash. If you crash the plane, it's just a black screen, yeah. But probably someone is going to make a mod eventually. Well, Santiago's testing Flight Simulator. Hopefully he doesn't crash into any sort of famous building. You're the best, Sahendra. You're the best. You know what's up, man. Okay, let's do 900p Ultra. No, not Ultra. Let's do Ultra with level of detail on 100, so we don't kill the CPU. That's usually how we make Ultra playable. So 900p Ultra, and what else? Well, plus 100 LOD. Just to make it more usable in real life. Let's be honest. Who plays on Ultra? Only real PC gamers play on Ultra. Said no one ever. And as you can see here, it says 1080p. This is wrong. This is a bug with the menu. As you can see now, it's fixed. So 900p. Everything on Ultra. Also the objects level of detail are at 100. Just we don't want to kill the CPU. We want to have at least 30 frames. So yeah. How was on the 1050 Ti though? You can do 1080p medium settings, 30 frames per second. Pretty good. At least in my opinion, pretty good. So let's start where we were before. Statue of Liberty. What the hell? Oh, this is the Statue of Liberty? What? Now this has to be wrong. Yeah, I think the map is wrong. What is it? No, it's not. What the hell? Statue of Liberty? As far as I know, it's not there. Okay, whatever. Who am I to judge? Is this game playable at 30 frames with decent graphics? Yeah, should be fine. On the 750 Ti though, you have to do 720p medium to low, probably. Probably 720p low, yeah. We are testing that tomorrow, don't worry. We're getting there. Yeah, 30 frames on this game is fine. No worries, my dude. Okay, so ultra settings, but level of detail on 100. Because if not, it's pretty unplayable on this CPU. you get a lot of stutter because draw distance is usually what kills games the most on the performance side. And as you can probably notice, we're over 30 frames. We got the best reflections, we got the best grass quality. I mean, look at that tiny grass that I cannot see from this plane being rendered. I'm going to show you the cockpit view because, as you can see, cockpit view now is usable. It used to be 20 frames on the cockpit, so they improved the cockpit view as well. So yeah, 900p Ultra with level of detail at 100. It's over 30 frames. Remember guys, if you increase the level of detail, well, you better have a faster CPU. You better. If not, well, enjoy those drops below 30. But yeah, looks great. Cap the game to 30 when you play at these graphics? Yeah, probably. That's a better idea. Hola, Hiro, ¿qué dice? ¿Todo bien? Tanto tiempo. This game will still CPU bound? Yeah, I mean, look at this. I move the camera around. Look at the CPU usage. 100. So yeah, when it's loading assets, it kills the CPU. But you're not usually playing like this, let's be honest. You're usually just looking around, having a cup of tea, or mate if you're from South America, and just looking at the terrain. Oh, I forgot I'm playing in medium difficulty, so I can break the plane actually. gotta be careful here. My CPU is Ryzen 5 5600X, and it's a beast of a CPU, yeah. I mean, with that one, go Ultra all you want. The game will probably stutter way less when moving the camera, especially. So as I was saying, if you have the cockpit view now is usable, as you can see. Whoa, don't crash. Is the most... Oh, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Good to know that I'm relatable. Sometimes. Mate with lemon is great. Yeah, it is. I love lemon. I also like it with jengibre. With gingerbread. Landing gear. Oh, I have the landing gear. No, I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Let's just crash the plane now. Boom. Black screen. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing that I cannot explode the plane. That would be fun. I don't know. Coffee or tea? Both. Although coffee is more of my thing, personally. Yeah, I'm more of a coffee person. Alright, I'm going to do high. Let's do medium with greater level of detail. So level of detail will stay at 100. Let's see if that helps. So we're aiming for 60 frames. Probably we can do it. So this is 900p high plus 100 level of detail. So this is high with a little bit better draw distance. Sorry, this is medium with a little bit better draw distance. My bad. So mid with 100 of draw distance. This is to make sure that we get over 60 frames if possible. Although again, in this game, I don't care about 60 frames. At 30 frames, it controls fine. You don't have like that fine control like on a first-person shooter, so why would you do this? For me, it's for scientific purposes, you know. That's kind of how I roll. So yeah, missed so much of this stream. Well, don't worry, hits, don't worry. It will be saved as a video. You cannot interact when it's a video, but at least you can see how it runs. It's significantly better now. Ah, delicious mate. Okay. Here we go, 900p. Let's see if we get 60s. Yeah, 60s, good. Let's see once we are over Manhattan. Visit Spain o voy a tu casa, Santiago. Bueno, ven a mi casa, tomamos unos mates y discutimos por qué no voy a ir a España en Flight Simulator. Yeah, interaction is one of the best things. Yeah, I agree. I mean, talking to you guys is the best part about streaming, honestly, because I used to do this alone, just recording, and I'm not saying I don't like playing games by myself and testing by myself, but it's so much better to have interaction with people that has the same interests. So yeah, without a doubt, the best part of live streaming is the interaction, without a doubt. Sup, gonna check your 666 games on Steam, please don't buy another one. Yeah, I'm trying to maintain it. I'm trying to be faithful to my Steam library, guys. I have 666 games on Steam. So yeah, I'm trying not to buy anything, not to get any more review samples, so I can stick to that number, hopefully. So yeah. Anyway, as you can see, when flying around, again, CPU limited when aiming for 60. Move the camera and your CPU limits your GPU. That's basically the thing with this game. But once it loads the assets and the CPU stops working with all those things at the same time, you're usually good. So in this case, we're CPU limited. Time to reach 1337. Hell yeah. That's the next milestone. 1337 games on Steam. I remember I stocked up on games so much back when Humble Bundle was independent, before IGN bought them. I remember getting a lot of games because I bought them on Humble Bundle. Like, I don't know, buying 2 bundles in Humble Bundle was like 30 more games on your Steam library that you were never going to play. Yeah, faithful. That's a good word to use. Damn, CPU be like, yeah, my CPU, right now my CPU cooler is sounding louder than a 747 at full speed. The CPU is linked in the description. It's the i3-10100F, 4 cores, 8 threads. So guys, if you have a quad-core CPU without hyper-threading, well, good luck hitting 60s consistently. But I mean, 30s should be doable. Yeah, I'd say so. Alright. Time to do what? I did Ultra. Let's do 720. So 720p now. And we're going for Ultra right away. We're keeping the level of detail maxed out because we live dangerously. Have you seen the recommended hardware for Windows 11? No, I haven't. But I think it requires something that is on your motherboard that not all motherboards have. I think that was kind of the kicker. 720p, Ultra, we're cranking up that level of detail. Again, living dangerously here in Flight Simulator. Hopefully we stay over 30 frames. Let's increase this as well. Yeah, the cockpit refresh rate. Gotta kill that CPU. So 720p Ultra. I'm guessing that 720p high is going to be 60, but let's try first Ultra. You bought 13 games on Humble Bundle for €5 before a couple of years, but now, yeah, the site is meh. Yeah, I used to have affiliate links for Humble Bundle, but then their bundles were so uninteresting that I stopped those links. It didn't make sense to recommend them anymore. We're going to try the 750 Ti, maybe at the end. Maybe after this, maybe I do on medium settings 720. TPM 2.0, yeah, exactly. Size Phi ZYX, exactly. TPM 2.0. I know that not all systems have it. Yeah, TPM 2.0, yeah, exactly that. Thanks guys, I appreciate that. Did you see Amazon Gaming? Is it worth it? What do you mean Amazon Gaming? That's something new I didn't find out about. Yeah, as you can see, at 720p you can do Ultra. Interesting. Although, yeah, why play at 720p Ultra when you can do 1080p high? That would be beyond me. But again, scientific purposes. Windows 11, you require the TMP in your motherboard and also AMD Zen 1 Plus or better an Intel 8th Gen or older. Honestly, don't bother with Windows 11. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be necessary so far. I mean, it's like when we jump from Windows 7 to Windows 8 to Windows 10. A lot of people stayed on Windows 7. So, yeah, I would say now is the time to jump to Windows 10. If you're already on Windows 7, jump to Windows 10. Yeah, what I can see now with the level of detail thing on Ultra is that if the level of detail is at 200, the CPU has to load all that detail into the distance, so the CPU has like like twice the work. When I move the camera, it has to load twice as much of the map. So the CPU dies quicker, as you can see, in the frame rate department. The GPU usage is significantly lower. So yeah, the CPU is loading a lot of stuff, twice the stuff in the same amount of time. So yeah, it's Amazon Prime Gaming, global or USA only? Probably global if you can pay. But I mean, if it's on a subscription service and they say, oh, it's free, it's not free. If you need Amazon Prime Gaming, that means that you're paying for something. If you're putting your credit card information, it's not free. I mean, that's just my... I mean, they are just hoping that you forget that you put your credit card information and charge you the next month. So sorry, but if you put your credit card information, it's not free. Change my mind. Please change my mind. Anyway, 720p Ultra, that's fun, but not realistic. Let's put it on high. High should be 60 frames, like this. Okay, 50s, never mind, 60s, it already fixed itself. So high, 720p. Let's start the recording. 720p, high, everything ranked up. Too high, nothing more. And let's go back, shall we? CPUs when playing Microsoft Flight Simulator be like, alright, I'ma head out. Hell yeah. True. Especially if they don't have hyper-threading. I mean, you put your CPU there, hoping to play the game. Your CPU looks at you like, don't even think about it. It's like my wallet when I see a 3090. Don't even think about it. Hey, Janice Gamer, how's it going, man? They're giving you a free trial for Prime, but when you activate it, be sure to remove your credit card details. Yeah. Exactly. That's how you do it. But that doesn't mean it's free. I used to do that on Netflix. I used to have a credit card without any money into it, a debit card actually, and it was accepted. So once I got like a month of Netflix, and it had no funds. So when they charged me, they just said, "Hey, you have no funds." Well, yeah, my free trial expired, and that's basically how I started paying for Netflix because I enjoyed it so much. But yeah, usually those free trials are for you to forget that you signed up for a subscription, and they are hoping you don't notice that you signed up for a subscription, so they charge you. So yeah, I don't know, I don't like that. When they put that it's free, well, they are pure BS. And as you can see here, we are CPU limited once more, even on high settings, so yeah, CPU is a problem here, as you can see. Look at this, I move around, boom, 20 frames. GPU usage below 60%, but then it stabilizes. So yeah, not perfect, but I mean, in comparison to what it used to be, so they doesn't pay for Netflix, dude's hella based. Well, I pay for Netflix, yeah. I'm the guy that pays for Netflix and gives you the username and password to the friends, so they can watch movies and then, I don't know. I'm that friend. I'm the friend that pays for Netflix and gives you the email and password. I'm that guy. I wish I was the guy that didn't pay for Netflix. That would be, I would use that money to buy games. Hey, Gert. How's it going, man? Welcome. So as you guys can see, yeah, 60 frames, not perfect, especially on this CPU, but the game is significantly more stable than it used to be. But when you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, Amazon Prime Gaming, Amazon Music, and Amazon Video. Well, but in my country, a lot of that stuff is irrelevant. But I understand your point, yeah. I would have Amazon Prime if I lived in the US, because of the 1-day shipping and the 2-day free shipping thing. In that case, yeah, Amazon Prime all the way. But since I'm in Uruguay, no, not worth it. Yeah, emphasis on benefits, Sahandra. A lot of benefits. Anyway, so now I'm going to put the game on medium settings, medium to low settings. And I'm going to try the 750 Ti very quickly just to see how it goes. So I put it on low. And I put the 750 Ti in just to end the live stream in a high note. So let's swap it around very quickly, won't take long. This is just my way of saying goodbye to you guys. I use a 750 Ti, legendary graphics card from 2014. And tomorrow we're doing the videos. My sister only has Prime Video. Oh no. Gotta share your sister, man. Nah, I'm kidding. Nothing against her. I mean, my sister is like GPUs at MSRP. It doesn't exist. I have a brother, not a sister. All right. You don't need that fast shipping speed? Well, I do. I need it. I need it because reasons that you wouldn't comprehend. Saludos de Argentina. Bueno, Mariano, saludos desde Uruguay. La República Oriental del Uruguay. Oh no, I dropped mate here. Let's put it aside. It's nice to see that developers are trying to optimize CPU utilization in this simulator, since the CPU optimization is very hard and many devs don't bother. Yeah, agreed. It's nice to see. They also improved the CPU performance. The GPU performance, and the VRAM and system RAM usage. Younger or elder? I'm the older brother. So I have a younger brother, 2 years younger, so we're basically the same age. I mean, I'm 25 and he's 23, so I mean, if you find the difference, call me. Oh, the HDMI cable was incorrectly seated. There we go. Santiago needs the free shipping to curb his mate addiction. Yeah, I need all that yerba mate in my country. Quickly, please. I need it to survive. Okay. Did I crash? No, I didn't. Okay. So guys, as you can see, 750 Ti now. Very quickly, we're going to overclock it. So 200 MHz to the core, 400 MHz to the VRAM, the usual. And let's hope it doesn't crash. If it crashes, well, we disable the overclock. This will be 720p low, by the way. Does mate have caffeine? No, but it has something similar to caffeine. Just from a different plant, basically. It's like drinking tea. So yeah, it keeps you awake at night. And in the day as well. Watch that Santiago becomes a meme someday? No, I don't think so. I'm not good enough for that. Your computer does not meet the minimum requirements. As a result, you may experience errors during the game. Excellent. That's what I wanted. I love when I get those messages. That means that I'm doing something right. I love when those messages let you launch the game anyways. That's the way to do it. When they allow you to launch the game anyways. I mean, he says, hey, you have a potato, but you can try it anyways. Mateína, sí, básicamente mateína. Matin, de matin. Yeah, I mean, this is like the equivalent of having In Fallout 4, when it says your settings were automatically adjusted for ultra quality, well, that's the equivalent in Flight Simulator. If it says, hey, your PC doesn't meet the minimum requirements, but you launch it anyway, that's the equivalent of ultra settings in Fallout 4. 500 FPS, oh god! Come on, check those updates. We got this, come on. I love that the GPU in the menu is already at 100%. That tells you something. Okay, loading. Well, guys, it's loading a lot faster, without a doubt. It always took a while to get into the main menu. Now it appears to go super quickly, although as I was saying, on the Xbox, it launches way faster, so I hope they add direct storage someday. Okay, did it crash? No. Now landed on Xbox! Yeah, please give us direct storage for this game. I want it to load faster. Yeah, we're all here for that. Load the game anyways. What's your favorite fast food chain? That's a good one. I think Subway, yeah. Because I like vegetables, so I say, hey, I want a sub with ham, which is the cheapest one. And they say, hey, do you want vegetables on it? I say yes. And they tell me, well, which vegetables? And I say, yes. So I have a huge sandwich full of vegetables and a very tiny slice of ham. And there we go. That's basically my way of going for junk food. Yeah, I knew that the Statue of Liberty was wrongly connected there in the previous playthrough. Amazon Prime Gaming is cloud gaming. I pass. Yeah, same. Screw that. Local gaming for the win. Local gaming for the win. Subway, it was a long time ago I had Subway. What's a good meal at it? I would say those that have chicken, teriyaki chicken. That's the one I like, but it's pretty basic. Okay, low settings on the 750 Ti on New York, on the biggest plane. Okay. What the hell? It's playable. Oh god. Is this real life? Or just an illusion? Okay. I'm into it. With an overclock, it's working. Yeah, it's doing better than before, without a doubt. Sos de México. Ah, bueno, pedite un sub de jamón también, que están buenos. Dear God, it's playable. Yeah. What the hell? Not even the PS5 and the Series X can stop the 750 Ti. After 3 p.m., a 30cm costs $5.5 in my country. That's cheap. At least for me, that would be very cheap. In your country, you got to pay extra to each vegetable you add. Oh, that kind of sucks. No, in my country, you just say, hey, put everything on it. Do you need vegetables? Which ones? Yes. That's basically what I do in Subway. It's the cheapest lunch that you can have in a fast food chain in my country. Whoa. Okay. Loading assets. Yeah, it's doing well. Although, again, overclocked. But it's doing it. It's playable. Hell yeah. Even in the cockpit. I can see through it. And I can turn off the plane. Oh, I have speed brakes. Let's see if I can turn off the plane from here. I love that I don't know how this works. Maybe I can turn it off. What is this? Fuel pumps. Where's the emergency shutdown option? I need a coffee. Give me where's the button for coffee? Previous page. I love that you can even use the flight computer. You see this, guys? Let me use a mouse and keyboard for this. So look at this. You can zoom in and use the flight computer. Each button is usable. Oh, hang on. I forgot that I'm flying the plane. Oh god. Oh no. I almost died because I was looking at my flight computer. Okay, I'm not flying up. Oh man, I love this thrust mode. Hell yeah. Give me that all night. Give me that thrust mode. Well, I should give it myself actually. That would be better. You can also hide the joke. Boom. If you want to see something else. Whoa, I crashed. I crashed the plane. Help! I crashed the plane. Landing here? No, landing gear. Overspeed. 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 So yeah, as you can see, the 750 Ti can run it, surprisingly enough. Let's disable the overclock, now that we can. Let's disable the overclock. So now, stock settings. Okay, yeah, we lose a couple frames there, but still playable. Good stuff. No, Mark, I'm not doing that one. Not yet. I don't know if YouTube will like it. This is what happens when you when you remove the joke. That's hilarious, man. What didn't I think about that? I'm not flying when you're driving. No, that's a terrible idea. Do yourself a favor, and if you see me in the cockpit of a plane and you're flying in that plane, please stay away. Please. Do yourself a favor. But yeah, you can do 720p low. Super cool, man. Yeah, the frame times are not perfect, but I mean, you can actually play the game. Pfft, mind blown. 750 Ti next gen card confirmed. Yeah, I mean, the Xbox One cannot run this game, but the 750 Ti can. So yeah, I'm shocked. What's your favorite supercar? The Camaro, Chevrolet Camaro, I'd say. I don't know if that's a supercar though. I have no idea. I have zero knowledge on cars. Did they improve performance? Yeah, they improved it significantly. Especially the stutter. They fixed the stutter. Most of the stutter. The stutter now is pretty subtle. So yeah. Anyway. What about 1080p low? Nah. I'm good, fam. Let me show you. Let's do it quickly just to leave it out of the picture. But yeah, I don't trust 1080p. Maybe 900p with some overclock, but yeah, let's do 1080p to finish today. I had enough. Okay, 20 frames, 22. Yeah, it could be worse. I mean, in the past, it used to be, what, 10 FPS? So yeah. You can do this for screenshots. Does it show all real-time map data? Yeah, it shows the photogrammetry footage. The photogrammetry uses the satellite data to get the realistic buildings and realistic stuff. So yeah, this is with all the realistic photogrammetry options. Let me show you that in the options page. It's a muscle sports car, Santiago. It's a Chevrolet Camaro. Okay, thanks for that, man. Didn't know. The original flight sim on IBM PC was much worse. Well, yeah, it should. Good to know we're not in those days anymore. So yeah, pretty good. I'm impressed. Anyway, con una Tron 3000G. Sí, 3000G podrías, capaz. How about 720p? I already did it. It was 30 frames per second, so good stuff. Even without overclock, you can do 30 frames at 720. Oh, let me lower the rendering resolution. Maybe that looks better. Lower scaling improves performance. Okay, uses TAA to lower the... Okay, good. Okay, so yeah, 720p. Let's do 756p instead. So we keep the native resolution at least. Okay, no, that's below 30. All right. Let's do... Come on, 70%. 702p. That should give us 30 frames without overclock. So this is 702p low. So yeah, we keep the 1080p user interface, but we have 702p visuals. But I think I'd rather have native 720. Because we're dropping below 30. Yeah, native 720. Disregard my previous statement. We keep it on 100 and we put 720. That's better than lowering the rendering resolution. So yeah, there we go, 720p. That's how we get better performance here. And as you can see, we're at 720p now, 30 frames per second. That's kind of the issue with the lowering the resolution scale, because the game is actually rendering 1080p, but then it downscales to 702p. So some stuff is still more demanding than doing native resolution at 720. So yeah, just a heads up, there is a scam going on with YouTubers. Check Jim Browning. I already did it, Jeffrey, thanks. And I saw that video, so thanks for the heads up. Yeah, I saw that he got scammed and accidentally deleted the YouTube channel. Well, yeah, I checked that out, so thank you. Luckily, that didn't arrive to me sooner. So yeah, 720p. I think you can play 756p with the overclock easily. Yeah, probably. But I'm saying like this. So what I'm going to do now, super quickly, I'm going to do one landing challenge. No, I'm not. Frick the landing challenges. I'm flying someplace else, and I'll keep the plane going forward, and that's about it. Yeah, the 750 I can run the game. Let's go to, let's see which location. Okay, there is 6 locations. We're already visited New York, so I'm going to do a poll, so you guys select where to. Mount Everest, the pyramids, Bora Bora, Borat, Naples. Oh, okay. Okay, that's unfortunate. There's not enough options for me to put there. So we're going to skip Rio de Janeiro. Sorry, Brazilian people. I already been there in real life. So apologies. Maybe next time. There we go. We should have a poll going now, guys. Vote. New York or Rio de Janeiro. We're skipping those for now. So let's see where to. Select. New York, we already did it, and Rio de Janeiro runs similar, so yeah, apologies. Fly over Area 51. I don't know where that is in exactly, so I cannot go there. Maybe we go to Jeffrey Epstein's island. I don't know. Okay, Mount Everest. 60% of you guys are saying. Only 30 votes. Come on, guys, vote, vote, vote in the poll. There are over 100 people watching, so you don't fool me. Come on, vote. Bow to the pole, I double dare you! Area 51 is Nevada in the US, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Yeah, but it seems to be winning by, yeah, quite a bit margin, already 60%. So Mount Everest, it is. Thank you guys for voting. I appreciate that. And yeah, let's just fly over it. So we're on the top of the world, flying at the top of the world. 50 votes, but that's enough of a sample. It's a little bit over 40% of you guys, so let's go. Come on, load those assets. Also, I'm playing I'm playing on a 750 Ti. Oh man, that was a terrible idea. Although the frame rate is pretty good. The thing is the frame time. The frame time is concerning. Yeah, I'm playing on low settings. I mean, what was I expecting? I forgot I was playing on a 750 Ti. Is it available on Game Pass? Yes, yes. Guys, first of all, thanks again to Microsoft for providing a copy of Flight Simulator. They gave me a copy like a year ago. But yeah, the game is on Game Pass. So if you guys want to experience it without buying it, you can get Game Pass for $1. So yeah, look at that frame time, guys, though. That frame time is dreadful. Well, 750 Ti being a 750 Ti. I mean, what can you do? Yeah, this is what gets a 750 Ti high. So yeah, I dare to say this looks drop dead gorgeous even at 720p low. Yeah, agreed. I mean, reality is never beaten. Although those shadows, yeah, I mean, even on low settings, the clouds are getting shadows. So that's insane. I mean, the game on low settings casts shadows from clouds. I don't know, no comment. Still looks beautiful, yeah. Look at that. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See ya tomorrow with more Flight Simulator. Probably going to just make videos for tomorrow, not a live stream. But yeah, I'm also doing the Ascent, which is a top-down shooter, a twin-stick shooter RPG thing that I didn't know that was on Game Pass, so I will be playing it probably on Wednesday. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see ya next time. Bye guys, and again, thanks to Microsoft for providing a copy of the game. Get it on Game Pass, it's a lot of fun. Just fly over your house, crash the plane into your house, just have fun with it. So yeah, thank you so much. Love you all, guys. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. See ya.